Hello everyone and namaskar. This discourse is titled Kiirtana, the Panacea for All Afflictions, and it was given on May 15, 1982, Calcutta, India. The Supreme Father is the absolute truth, the only truth of the universe. His creation undergoes transmutation, and thus it may be a moving reality, a relative truth, but not an absolute truth. The absolute truth is a singular entity. There cannot be two absolute truths. There cannot be two fundamental truths. In the hub of this absolute truth, there is no change and no movement, no absolute pause, no relative pause. But in the outer arena of the hub, of the causal matrix, there is movement, but there is no second entity. This internal movement, although a movement, is as fundamental as the absolute truth. But in the realm of creation, there is relativity. And because there are relativities, that is why there are pains, pleasures, sorrows, and afflictions. All human beings reside in that portion of the Supreme Body. But whether plants, animals, or human beings, the goal of all is the Supreme Hub. And this pauseless movement towards the Supreme Nave is human progress. Progress in the proper spirit of the term. This is spiritual life. And this life is the real life. It is the only path for human beings to follow. No other path can be accepted as the path of progress that does not lead to intellectual growth and spiritual elevation. Only that can be termed as genuine progress, which elevates all aspects of human existence, physical, mental, and spiritual, and makes them one with the Supreme. This is the path of sadhana. In this path of your movement, and remember, movement is essential for you. Sometimes obstacles arise, and in future will arise also. In this manifest world, different forces are acting and reacting. Some of these forces help humanity in accelerating its movement, whereas some thwart the progress towards the Supreme. Spiritual aspirants will have to advance by fighting all these opposing forces. One should not be concerned about these. Rather, one should proceed on with greater firmness, smashing all obstacles, and continuing tirelessly towards the Supreme Entity. One is sure to reach one's destination. And what is the destination? To merge into Paramapurusha, to sit on his lap. Along with the obstacles, there will also be certain forces which will assist you. Whatever worldly difficulties might obstruct your path, the best positive or auxiliary force is Kiirtana. Kiirtana helps a devotee to accelerate the speed towards the hub of the universe. Kiirtana will help you in all circumstances. If any mental trouble arises, Kiirtana will help you. People have to pass through so many relativities, so many troubles and afflictions, before attaining that supreme hub. Human beings are subject to triple afflictions, physical, psychic, and spiritual. And the psychic and spiritual miseries are as painful as the physical ones. Why do spiritual afflictions arise? You know that you are the loving sons and daughters of Paramapurusha, but you don't feel him always close to you. You cannot get the chance to sit on his lap, and because of this, you suffer from spiritual afflictions. The supreme panacea to surmount all these triple afflictions is sadhana. So all human beings must do sadhana as much as possible. It is the main duty of the human life. If sadhana is omitted, then one should omit one's food and sleep also. Just as food and sleep are essential for human beings, similarly, Kiirtana, the most essential aid for sadhana, should also be done whenever there is opportunity and time. The educated and uneducated alike should do it. One must do Kiirtana not only to surmount physical afflictions, but psychic and spiritual afflictions as well. It is the best medicine for all physical, psychic, and spiritual ailments. It will bring about not only improvement in worldly life, but success in the psychic and spiritual spheres. Kiirtana will help you in all circumstances, in all possible ways. If people do Kiirtana with distinct expression of the mantra, their mouths become pure, their tongues become pure, their ears become pure, their whole bodies become pure. And when so many parts of the body become pure, the Atma self also becomes pure. By Kiirtana, you become as pure as if you have taken a holy dip in the Ganges. What does a holy dip in the Ganges means for a sadhaka? It means doing Kiirtana constantly. So instead of wasting your time in gossiping, in useless idle pursuits, you should do Kiirtana even for 2 minutes or 5 minutes. Whenever you get the opportunity. It is foolish to waste one's valuable time in gossiping. One who has been blessed with a human body is not a fool, but an intelligent person. Such people feel internally that they are the children of Paramapurusha. Why should they waste their time? By Kiirtana, you will always feel that you are not an insignificant creature, that you are not inferior or low. Kiirtana will always remind you that you are the affectionate children of the Supreme. In Kiirtana, there is no restriction regarding time, place, or person. No distinction between educated and uneducated, between black and white. So do Kiirtana, sing Kiirtana, chant Kiirtana, whenever and wherever possible. Thank you.